Hello, welcome back. It's episode 16. And I actually wanted to discuss why this mission was terrible game design. You don't get a mission deployment screen before that mission, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to temporarily leave my team at home. With the exception of the man who can fly. And then I'm going to talk about this mission and why it's such bad design.
The New Jericho Haven is under attack.
Huh, interesting that the same events happen. Okay. So, there's a particularly poor bit of game level design, which a lot of map designers fall into the trap of. And I'm going to call it landmines. So the problem with landmines is this. You either know they're there, or you don't. And if you know that they're there, then they offer no challenge whatsoever. But if you don't know that they're there, they offer a completely overwhelming challenge that no one can deal with. So, one of the key aspects to strategy, which is probably why Spellcross was not a good game, is you're supposed to be able to look at the terrain, plan your strategy based on what you see, and then, execute on that strategy. Now, there can be an overriding principle that guides your deployment. Like, for example, on this mission, you have to evacuate as quickly as possible because there's going to be an infinite amount of enemies that come after you, and they're going to spawn constantly. So you can't just wait, you can't be cautious, you have to go for it. So what they've put in this level is a landmine. And the landmine is that Pandoran, which is, I think it's here. Or it might be here. It's just behind the wall here, somewhere. Because they know, or the level designer knows, that you need to move as quickly as possible, and having seen no enemies, and, presuming perhaps that there's not going to be any on the map, that they're just going to spawn as you go along, knowing that your maximum movement range is going to be 20 tiles without doing something extreme like dashing like crazy, the designer knows that you are going to be, about here, or wherever. And so you'll make that move, because you've looked at the map, you don't see any enemies, you move your first character, who's usually a fast character like an assault. So you move your first character a couple of tiles, or you dash them, you don't see anything, so you move them forward to where your other characters would follow on, and you still don't see anything, so then you bring all your characters up and you think, okay, there's nothing there. And then, guys come round the corners, or round the stairwell or whatever with shotguns, and you're like, and you get wrecked for it. And that's like a landmine. In the real sense of, in the real sense of, I could have put an anti-personnel mine right here, in front of this ladder, and I could have put an anti-personnel mine right here, knowing that players would take those routes, because they're the most obvious routes to take to push forward. And then what happens is, when the player first plays the map, they stand on the mine, and one of their characters gets blown to bits, and you're like, whoa, wow, you shouldn't have done that. And it's like, but how is the player supposed to know that there's going to be a mine there? how is that in any way offering them a genuine challenge, and not just, you know, sort of a bullshit sort of confiscatory way of putting challenge in the game? And the worst thing about landmines is that they're all or nothing extreme challenge. Either you stand on the bloody thing and your character gets blown to bits, and then you lose a character, and, you know, if there's loads of them on the map, you basically end up taking game-ending damage because you don't know where they are, and perhaps you haven't even brought any tools along to detect them. So you just get ruined by them, and then the next time that you play, you know where they all are, so you avoid them all, and they offer no challenge whatsoever. It's going back to a rant that I had about Tomb Raider. I said that one game that I really hated, that a lot of other people really liked, and that I wanted to like, and there weren't many great games back then, was Tomb Raider. And, you know, it was put to me, oh, you know, what's wrong with Tomb Raider? And I said, well, my issue with Tomb Raider is that there are loads of traps, and the only challenge or not challenge that they offer is that if you know about the trap in advance, then you can avoid it. And if you don't know about the trap, then almost certainly on your first attempt, you'll be killed by it. Like, how is that fun? How is it fun to play a game, get killed by a trap that you have literally no way of avoiding on your first attempt because you need prior knowledge to beat it, and then on the second attempt you know about the trap, so you know, like, example from Tomb Raider I used was there's a bit with a boulder that comes down a hill at you, and the first time that you play, in the old Tomb Raider, you know, it was really kind of quite an unwieldy game. The first time you play, you walk up that ramp and the boulder comes, and then you turn around and you run, but you can't escape it in time and you get squished. And then the second time you know about the boulder, you walk up the hill backwards, so you're facing the other way, and then when the boulder triggers, you just run forwards. And you can just barely escape that way. And it's like, how is that offering challenge in any way? Or how is that fun in any way? I mean, look at this. You can tell that this guy with the shotgun has been placed here to stop you from jumping onto that building, to bypass the map. But yeah, I mean, how is that fun? How is getting squished by a boulder fun? And then the next time you play, you're like, yeah, I beat the boulder trap. I faced the other way and then I ran. Like, I mean that's great and everything. But when you come across the next boulder trap, you're still gonna get squished by it the first time. Most strategy games that are good, I'll use, say, Panzer Corps 2 as an example. They have tools that you can use, like scout cars and recon planes. Are inexpensive, they're easy to use, and they detect things like mines. So all you gotta do is work reconnaissance into your general strategy, and you're never gonna get caught with your pants down. But, you know, if I for example introduced the F-14, this is sort of like the rogue tech, you know, mechs with nuclear weapons thing. If I suddenly introduced an F-14 to Panzer Corps 2, and I based it the other side of the map, and it had, you know, a range of 50 tiles and would just nail any plane that went anywhere near it. It's like landmine design. It's like, oh, well, there's that fighter plane there that I can do literally nothing about. So the correct strategy is to not deploy any aircraft on that mission so that there's nothing for it to sidewinder out of the sky. But that's not something that you could learn during the mission, and there's no way to reconnoiter that plane because it's so far away from your start position. You're already in danger the moment the mission starts, and you have no way of finding out that you're in that danger until the danger is on top of you. So it's not just about stepping on landmines as being, you know, landmine design. It's, you know, it's potentially units that sort of meet that criteria of there's no way to realistically counter them until you know about them. If you know that they exist, then countering them is easy. But if you don't know, then you can't counter them. I might actually get killed here if I get detected. But they shouldn't detect me where I'm at right now in the middle of the building. No one can see me. There's no direct line of sight to that position. I should be able to restore my willpower quietly. I suppose you could bring the stealth character to this mission and just walk through it as well. Or dash through it, like an assault with stealth. Yeah, they don't know I'm here. Which is good. Although, has that guy just spawned next to me? That guy has just spawned next to me. There's supposed to be a rule that you're not supposed to be able to spawn next to someone, but anyway. Ooh. He set up a sniper overwatch pointed at me even though he didn't know where I was. See ya! See what I mean? That's exactly what I mean. It's this kind of crappily designed mission where if you know about the trap, if you don't know about the trap, it's extremely hard to the point of impossible because you walk straight into the trap. No fault of your own. There's no way for you to scout the map. There's no way to know that the landmine is there until you put your foot on it and it's blown one of your guys to bits. So the mission will inflict game-ending damage on you no matter how good you are if you go in it blind. And then the next time you play it, so it's your second playthrough or whatever, you didn't get any better. I didn't get any better. Between the last time I played this mission and now, I did not become a better player at all. My skill level did not increase in any way between the first time I played this mission and I lost 3 characters and now. The only difference is that I know about the landmine, so I didn't stand on it. And that's why it's crappy design. There's no even-handed difficulty to the game at all. It's trap mission design. It bugs me. See, in XCOM, every mission has a level of difficulty, and it isn't trap design as such. You encounter enemies, and those enemies have a certain amount of challenge to them, and you take them out or you don't take them out based on your skill level. You develop strategies for every kind of enemy pod there is, and you develop strategies for the various maps because they're not totally random. And that's fine. But this is not like that. This is literally, the mission is a landmine, and if you understand the mine, then you don't stand on it. If you stand on the mine, you just lose. You just take game-ending damage. And if you're playing Iron Man, which they haven't put in this game, because it was unstable, to be fair. Then what? What have you learned? What have you learned at all from playing a mission like this, apart from how to defeat this mission, because now you know how it plays out? Like, so you're Iron Manning, and you take 3 losses like I did on this mission, and you lose a lot of equipment, and you think, well, okay, that's about as much damage as I can take, so now I'm effectively in a game over state. Okay, well that's great and everything, but you didn't lose it because of some lack of skill on your part, or you didn't take game-ending damage because of some lack of skill or ability to play on your part. You lost because you didn't understand the mission, had a landmine in it, and you stood on it. And when you come to play the mission again, you didn't get any better. You didn't improve your skill, you didn't improve your, the way you recon the map. You didn't do an AAR and sit down and figure out what you could do better next time. You just avoided the trap, and then you completed the mission really easily, like I just did just now. It's not good design. It's not fun. I think that's where Phoenix Point just doesn't get it. It didn't have to be an infinite spawn map and then have loads of enemies, put in strategic places to prevent you from taking obvious routes through the map, or punishing you by taking obvious routes through the map and then having enemies right next to those positions ready to actually attack you. It was totally unnecessary to do that. Okay. I have to engage it too early, in my opinion. Okay, he's got no weapons now, so he's toast. Okay. I've seemingly been teleported back to my base. I had to go on a rant there because it's just... it's a poor show. She's actually got good base stats. Well, for now, you just sit on your hands because you need levels. The gift. More like the curse. Excuse me. Okay. Do you know what? Let's just shove that in the list to do. What the hell? Okay. Let's get up there and save that haven.
Construction complete.
I've actually heard of a really interesting bit of cheese. I've heard of an interesting little bit of cheese I read about on Reddit, which I want to try. An interesting bit of cheese. I do like I'm being negative on the game. I do like the way Haven missions are now, that there are allies on them. It always didn't make any it didn't make any sense to me that Havens wouldn't in some way try and defend themselves. Protect key structures. Okay. Greetings from New Jericho. Enemy sighted. But where? Oh. All the way over there. Well, he won't be doing anything for a while. Probably go for this building here. It's a sort of centrally protected area. Okay, what else did you see? Okay, there's one of those machine gunners, like a pretty awkward place. There's a dude in the building, but I don't know if it's a Pandoran or an ally. Do you know what? Just tuck yourself in there. This is where the old grenade launcher is amazing, because that fuel canister will go up like a Christmas tree. So if you fired a grenade over here from a grenade launcher, it would detonate that whole area and all of those guys would be dead.
Ready, willing, and able. Here I am, let's do this.
Up you go, buddy. Okay, it gives me a good... good position.
Gotta focus.
Okay. I really just need the enemy to get closer. If there's a Pandora in there and he comes around the corner, he is going to get some heavy weapons fire in his face. Okay, there's a new Jericho trooper.
Taking care of business.
Oof. Wow, that was a great shot. Okay, that is a Pandoran in there. That Pandoran is somehow in there with that machinery. Is that a technician? That is a technician. Ah, see if this glorious cheese strategy works. Oh, it's a siren in there. I love the fact that these Pandorans somehow know that these various bits of machinery and such are totally essential. I guess the Yuguthian entity has got a great idea for strategy. Okay, I think that sniper's dead. Guess who you won't be mind controlling?
Trying to reposition.
Well, I gotta kill it. Because it's still got those, like, poison arms or whatever the hell it uses. Man, how many hit points did this thing start with? 440? I don't remember them having so many hit points.
Wounded, but active. Heading out.
I mean, I'm glad that the guy has not got the HPs to, sorry. I'm glad that his, worst abilities have been disabled here, but still. Oh, he's only got 2 will points, so if I kill something, then he'll have a meltdown. Okay, now he's got no will points, so in theory, he should panic next turn.
I'm prepared.
Get up there. Okay, stand by. That poor sniper is so dead. I don't think he can climb ladders, and I think either way he's going to go for the poor New Jericho technician. But we'll see. You know, I think that siren might have recovered its will because of the sniper dying. Man, they've still got potty mouths, these Pandorans. Wow, that went down like it was made of plastic. Oh no, no, it did in fact have a will break. Hello! How's that for an entrance? You know what I'm going to do just in case I hit the shield like loads? Shred it. Ah, the extra shred is no longer per shot. It's spread over the number of shots you have. So it's been nerfed massively. So this is no longer the armor deletion machine that it used to be. Doesn't matter though. Still gonna kill the guy. Goodbye, Siren. I'm a little bit disturbed as to how many hit points you had, but...
Advancing. Here.
Alright, so this is the cheese. Which is that you stand next to them with an assault. Ah, they must have fixed it.
What's our move?
You stand next to them with an assault, and then you and then you transfer inventory. So you could steal all their gear. But in this case, it's no longer possible, so I guess they fixed it. I'll still happily let him die though, so I can help myself to his stuff. Okay, stand by for now.
Come get some!
Oh man, that's a crappy shot if ever I saw one. Just wait there. Just crabs, man, but they got loads of hit points these days. Okay. Totally bugged out his shot there.
Running.
Go, my friend from New Jericho. Draw them out.
Engage.
Let's get those heavies on the front line. Where they belong.
Ready, willing, and able.
Let's get a little bit closer.
Finger on the trigger.
Okay, sweet. It's a weak one. Just end his face. Seems reasonable. It's not a good shot. In fact, I'm not even sure I would describe it as being a shot. What's the odds that being behind this high cover means I can't hit? No, actually, it's fine. This guy doesn't have the willpower. It's fine. He's gonna blow that up. I didn't really explode or anything. Wow, that was quite the run.
Moving fast.
Let's hope that the new Jericho guy dies, so we can
Prepare
have
to
his
fire.
stuff. I would love technician technology. No more mutants. Hey, buddy. Oh.
Come get some. Hostile injured but alive. For now.
Let's not use him. Do you know what? All of that in the ring, that's about 50%. I was gonna say I only need 2 hits. I know that that was 3 hits there, but he would have bled to death. Oh, that was the last one. The 2 that were in the building there must have come out or got killed. Yeah, that sniper died. I don't know if they dropped their gear though. And I read a thing on Reddit that what you could do is you could put an assault next to a New Jericho soldier or a Synedrian soldier or whatever, and strip their gear. But evidently it's been fixed because you can't do that anymore. Which kind of cheesy, really, to be fair. Items recovered, none. Okay, we got a solid reward there.
The Phoenix Project has done a lot of good for New Jericho, protecting our havens and assisting us with our plans. So, in the spirit of mutual friendship and cooperation, I would like to offer you this gift.
I hate accepting gifts and not telling me what it is, but it's just a big pile of resources.
I hope we can work together again soon. The plan is still far from complete, and I'm sure the Phoenix Project still has much to contribute.
It's this gift. Yeah, I'll replace that. Okay, it's right there. So I can just go and dumpster it quickly. And then having dumpstered it, I can then go and do the overrun mission. Assuming it's not another gloriously irritating trap mission. Oh, sweet. Free materials for that one. Let's move that to the top. Although we'll finish up this bionic technology first, since it's only got 3 hours to go. I think my food supply is actually dropping a little bit here. This is a good exchange. Alright, that's it for now. Next time we'll hit this. We gotta hit this layer. Then we can rest at the base, and then we can hit this mission here. Hitting the layer will fix the reputational damage that accepting that gift just caused to me as well. Although it is a layer and not a nest. So that's the one where you run through the map and kill the the spawnery. The trick with that one used to be to just dash through the map, but I'm sure that that's been halted by the fact that dashing now costs action points. Nevertheless, I think my team is more than capable of handling it. Nearly done manufacturing this guy's armor. At some point I need to get 20 speed on all my characters as well. Is it just me, or is this guy's ammo not getting used? 1, 2, I still have 5 full magazines. Same with this guy. I mean, he definitely fired his weapon. Does the replenish all button just replenish ammo for weapons, like partial usage, effectively for almost free? That's certainly... It's either... I mean, that could potentially be a bug. It looks like this fat blob is, I guess, targeting this haven. So I'm going to presume that it's going to attack that haven, and then I'm going to have to go over there and defend it. Oh, a technician! I just noticed that. Look, the guy for hire here is a technician. That would also be great. So I can fix my robotic troopers without paying. Okay, anyway, that's it for now. Obviously, I gotta hit the base. It's just no choice there. It's something you need to do anyway to progress the game. But I do like the idea of picking up a technician as well. I won't have the technology for it just yet, unless I find bits. But he should have the repair skill, which means I can increase the amount of robotic augmentation I give people. Not worry too much about the cost. I do like the idea of having at least one guy with the old Hulk smash torso here. Could then just waddle through the enemy for me. Oh well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.